Now let's begin our detailed examination of 150 key English vocabulary words and phrasal verbs from Diary of a Wimpy Kid number 6 Cabin Fever. Each entry will first present the word or phrase, followed by its English definition. Examples are omitted to maintain focus on the core meaning and to provide a comprehensive list. Awkward, causing difficulty to use, do, or deal with. Mutter, to speak in a low voice, especially when annoyed or complaining. Grumpy, easily annoyed and complaining. Slam, to shut something with great force or to hit something hard. Shrug, to raise your shoulders, and then drop them to show you do not know or care. Grumble, to complain about something in a bad-tempered way. Fumble, to search for something or to try to hold or move something clumsily. Stumble, to hit your foot against something, or to put your foot down awkwardly while walking or running so that you almost fall. Dread, a strong feeling of fear or worry. Slouch, to stand, sit, or walk with an awkward, drooping posture. Gawk, to stare stupidly or rudely. Scowl, to look at someone or something with a very annoyed or angry expression. Fidget, to make continuous small movements because you are bored, nervous, or impatient. Squint, to look with eyes partly closed. Wince, to make a slight involuntary grimace or shrinking movement of the body out of pain or distress. Sneer, to smile or speak in a contemptuous or mocking manner. Chuckle, to laugh quietly. Giggle, to laugh in a silly, often high-pitched way. Snicker, to give a half-suppressed, typically scornful laugh. Jeer, to make rude and mocking remarks, typically in a loud voice. Taunt, to provoke or challenge someone with insulting remarks. Nug, to annoy someone by repeatedly asking them to do something or complaining to them. Pester, to annoy someone, especially by asking many questions or interrupting them. Whine, to complain in an annoying, childish voice. Gripe, to complain about something in an annoying way. Bicker, to argue about silly or unimportant things. Squabble, to argue noisily over a trivial matter. Quibble, to argue or raise objections about a trivial matter. Huddle, to crowd together. Cower, to crouch down in fear. Shrink, to become smaller in size or amount. Dwindle, to diminish gradually in size, amount, or strength. Wither, to become dry and shriveled. Fade, to gradually grow faint or disappear. Vanish, to disappear suddenly and completely. Evaporate, to turn from liquid into vapor. Dissipate, to disappear or cause to disappear. Disperse, to spread over a wide area. Scatter, to throw objects in various random directions. Stray, to wander from the proper place or path. Meander, to wander aimlessly. Roam, to move about aimlessly or unsystematically. Prowl, to move around restlessly and stealthily, especially in search of prey or plunder. Lurk, to be or remain hidden so as to wait in ambush for someone or something. Skulk, to move stealthily or secretively. Slink, to move smoothly and quietly with a graceful swaying movement. Tiptoe, to walk quietly and carefully on your toes. Creep, to move slowly and carefully in order to avoid being heard or noticed. Shuffle, to walk by dragging one's feet along, or without lifting them fully from the ground. Trudge, to walk slowly and with heavy steps, typically because of exhaustion or harsh conditions. Stroll, to walk in a leisurely way. Amble, to walk or move at a slow, relaxed pace. Ramble, to walk for pleasure, especially without a definite route. Wander, to walk around aimlessly. Drift, to be carried slowly by a current of air or water. Float, to rest or move on or near the surface of a liquid without sinking. Glide, to move with a smooth, continuous motion. Swoop, to move rapidly downwards through the air. Plunge, to jump or dive quickly and energetically. Tumble, to fall suddenly, clumsily, or headlong. Topple, to overbalance or cause to overbalance and fall. Collapse, to fall down or in suddenly. Crumble, to break or fall apart into small fragments, especially over time as a result of decay. Disintegrate, to break up into small parts as a result of impact or decay. Rubble, waste or rough fragments of stone, brick, concrete, etc., especially as debris from demolition. Debris, scattered pieces of waste or remains. Wreckage, the remains of something that has been badly damaged or destroyed. Flotsam, the wreckage of a ship or its cargo. found floating on or washed up by the sea. Jetsam unwanted material or goods thrown from a ship, especially too light in it. Clutter a collection of things lying about in an untidy mass. Jumble an untidy collection of things. Muddle an untidy or disorganized state or collection of things. Chaos, complete disorder and confusion. Turmoil, a state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty. Commotion, a state of confused and noisy disturbance. Hubbub, a chaotic din caused by a crowd of people. Uproar, a loud and emotional expression of public anger or dissatisfaction. Racket, a loud, unpleasant noise. Din, a loud, unpleasant, and prolonged noise. Clamor, a loud and confused noise, especially that of people shouting. Outcry, an act of expressing strong indignation or protest. Protest, a statement or action expressing disapproval of or objection to something. Dispute, a disagreement or argument. Feud, a prolonged quarrel or argument, typically between two families or clans. Vendetta, a blood feud in which the family of a murdered person seeks vengeance on the murderer or the murderer's family. Rivalry, competition for superiority or a valued prize. Contention, heated disagreement. Discord, disagreement between people. Strife, angry or bitter disagreement over fundamental issues, conflict. Friction, the resistance one surface, or object encounters when moving over another. Tension, a state of being stretched tight. Strain, a force tending to pull or stretch something to an extreme degree. Stress, a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. Anxiety, a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an event or something with an uncertain outcome. Apprehension, anxiety, or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Foreboding, a feeling that something bad is going to happen. Dread, great fear or apprehension. Panic, sudden, uncontrollable fear or anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. Terror, extreme fear. Horror, an intense feeling of fear, shock, or disgust. Revulsion, a sense of disgust and loathing. Repulsion, a feeling of intense dislike or disgust. Aversion, a strong dislike or disinclination. Distaste, a mild dislike or aversion. Disgust, a feeling of revulsion or strong disapproval, aroused by something unpleasant or offensive. Loathe, to feel intense dislike or disgust for. Abhor, to regard with disgust and hatred. Detest, to dislike intensely. Scorn, the feeling or belief that someone or something is worth contemptible disdain. Contempt, the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worth deserving scorn. Disdain, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect. Contempt. Snub, to rebuff, ignore, or spurn disdainfully. Ostracize, to exclude someone from a society or group. Banish, to forbid someone from a place, especially as an official punishment. Exile, the state of being barred from one's native country, typically for political or punitive reasons. Deport, to expel a foreigner from a country, typically on grounds of illegal status or crime. Expel, to officially force someone to leave a school or organization. Eject, to force or throw something out in a violent or sudden way. Dislodge, to knock or force out of position. Displace, to move something from its proper or usual position. Relocate, to move to a new place and establish one's home or business there. Migrate, to move from one region or habitat to another, especially regularly according to seasons. Immigrate, to come to live permanently in a foreign country. Emigrate, to leave one's own country in order to settle permanently in another. Flee, to run away from a place or situation of danger. Escape, to break free from confinement or control. Evade, to avoid deftly. Dodge, to avoid someone or something by a sudden quick movement. Shun, to persistently avoid, ignore, or reject someone or something through antipathy or caution. Sidestep, to avoid a problem or difficulty. Circumvent, to find a way around an obstacle. Outwit, to defeat someone by outsmarting them. Outmaneuver, to evade an opponent by a skillful maneuver. Outsmart, to gain an advantage over someone by cunning or cleverness. Outdo, to be more successful than. Surpass, to exceed. Transcend to be or go beyond the range or limits of something abstract, typically a conceptual field or division. Exceed to be greater in number or size than a quantity, number, or other measurable thing. Overtake to catch up with and pass something or someone. Catch up to reach the same level or standard as someone who was previously ahead. Keep up to continue at the same high level or standard. Fall behind to fail to keep pace with. Lag behind to fall behind in movement, progress, or development. Trail to follow along behind someone or something. Pursue to follow someone or something in order to catch or attack them. Chase to pursue in order to catch or catch up with. Hunt to pursue and kill wild animals for sport or food. Seek to attempt to find something. Search to try to find something by looking or otherwise seeking carefully and thoroughly. Explore to travel in or through an unfamiliar country or area in order to learn about it.